Hello everyone, we're all back here again. Friends, Fights of Friends. I am your host, Seattle Mike. If you're new to this, I'd love to have you join the community. If you want to just subscribe for any amount of time, if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to chat with many knowledgeable fight fans, not just myself, but what I think is the most knowledgeable MMA community online, on YouTube. So got some big fights tonight. Of course, we got Bad Blood, Sabatello and Stots. That's a big fight. Patchy Mix and Magomedov pushing on in the Bellator Grand Prix, which thank God somebody's having a Grand Prix. Bellator, you may not know what time they're on. They keep switching it. For a while, we couldn't figure out what channel they were on, but they are the only ones having these Grand Prix. At least stateside, that I can see. The UFC's not doing Grand Prix. And I love it. I love these old school tournaments. I love I love everything about it. I love the $1 million that they're giving to the fighters at the end. It's incredible, and we got some great fights coming up tonight. What's up, Snake Plissken in the house? How you doing, my man? Frankie Torizo, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Snake, I think I may have seen you for a second here and there, but how you been? We got anybody watching along should be able to find this on Showtime, or as Robert told me, if you have Paramount Plus, which is only like, I think Paramount Plus is like $6 a month, and there's a ton of good stuff on there. And then you get Bellator too, so not a bad deal. But for those have not watched, they're getting into the beef now. Stots and Sabatello. This is some real beef. These dudes hate each other. You can see the promo there. Sabatello in the cage. Flips off Sabatello, puts his middle finger in his face. Sabatello slaps it down. Sabatello is just one of those nasty dudes that... he's one of the fighters. He's one of the old school fighters. He doesn't hang out with other fighters after the fights are over. He's not having dinner with other guys in his weight class. He's not training with guys in his weight class. He's an old school. Some people could call him a poor sport. I was when I was competing. I chose not to be friends with my enemies if they were, people from the other teams. They knew as little about me as possible. That's war. And that's, I like that mentality. So deal with the drinks. If someone gets knocked out, you have a shot. Drinks. Drinks? Did we say anything about drinks? What's up, Robert Kerrigan? Hey, hello to MMA Mike and all in chat. 27 months long, the longest member in Fights with Friends of History, PBR Street Gang, top contender, also a member of the Patreon, and gave me a super thanks within the last month, so appreciate that. Robert's been hyping everybody up for this ever since he took over the Fights with Friends Facebook page. Thanks for doing that, Robert. He's been incredibly active, putting lots of stuff for you guys to comment on and talk amongst yourself. He's putting up a couple articles a day. Generally recently, and let me get you guys the link for anybody that is not in the Facebook group. It's us, guys. It's just us. It's our peeps. If there's somebody ends up getting in there that we don't want, we'll just get rid of them. Of course, there's been a spammer here and there, but nothing big. Probably less than 10 spammers or around 10 spammers in the whole, however many years we've had the Facebook group. Years. I want to say we've had it for 4 years or so. So what's everybody drinking tonight? I got to work tomorrow, and I'm on this probiotic kick to try to help me get back down to my fight weight, change my diet up, and going back into the gym. I wanted to go every day for like a month, but it's hard getting back. I've been going in 4 to 5 days a week. I've been the last 2 days, and 4 of the last 5. So just one break in the last 5 days, I guess. Bellator's World Grand Prix semifinals are tonight, and the Flyweight World Championships. We got Stots versus Sabatello for the bantamweight belt. We got Magomedov versus Mix. The winner of that will fight the winner of Stots and Sabatello for the title. And we got Carmouche and Juliana Velasquez fighting for that women's flyweight championship. Sabatello said he's going to pull off a move never seen before in MMA. I'm curious to see if he gets a chance to use it. I seen that, Robert. I know I talked to you about this a little bit in private. I think Stots is going to stomp Sabatello. I think those odds are great. I think Sabatello did a good job of getting those back to even, but I don't think Sabatello is... I just don't think he's the fighter that Rafion Stots is. His strengths are going to be the wrestling. And he doesn't even have great ground and pound or submissions. It's a lot of hold position. He does have over half finishes there for Sabatello, but not as many as he's moved up in levels, which is probably why he's not in the UFC, because he was on Dana White Contender Series. He won his fight. But Dana likes guys that finish. It doesn't always have to be a finish to invite guys, but, he didn't see enough of Sabatello to sign him. Sabatello went over, fought one more over in Titan FC. I believe won their championship, their bantamweight championship. Then came over in Bellator. He's had a few fights over in Bellator. But I just think Stots has the better pedigree. I think he's a better fighter. And, if Magomedov didn't out-wrestle Stots, Stots beat Magomedov. So I don't see anything that Sabatello is going to show him that he can't handle. Sabatello's a boring fighter, King James. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. He's one of these guys that he's got the gimmick outside of the cage. He's talking all the smack. You can see him up in Stots' face. He's flipping him off in his face and, doing all these things. But, yeah, once you get inside there, it's like, talk with your fists. King James, agree. I see, this is a great betting card. This is the betting card for me. I would put money on Stots. I would put money on Juliana Velasquez to win her title back against Carmouche. Both those fighters are favorites, but they're not very big favorites. I think you got to put up like around 150 to win 100. So, not bad. I've not been betting as much as I have in the past. I did put some bets in on different fights. So I threw up $25 on Velasquez tonight. Threw $25 on Stots. And then I put some other money on some other bets coming up. Tomorrow, Tim Tszyu. Or no, it's not tomorrow. Excuse me. It's a little later, but it's Tim Tszyu against Jamal Charlo. I believe Jamal Charlo is a great champion. He's a great fighter, but Tim Tszyu is younger. He's the son of Kostya Tszyu. So for those bettors out there, if you're looking for an underdog in a boxing match coming up, I think Tim Tszyu at plus 240 is as good a bet as any. Cree King has done great to sell the fight. He's definitely done great to sell the fight. I mean, these guys have been promoters extraordinaire. What's up, Sativ? Anthony Adams winning. The fight hasn't started yet. I'm not sure. I got Dalton Rosta in that one, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. That should be another good fight. I want to say, instead of trying to get it from memory, I guess I should just bring up all the odds here. So there you go. Juliana Velasquez, previously undefeated. And Velasquez thought that Mike Beltran stopped the fight too soon for the last fight. I agree. I thought it was I always loved Mike Beltran, but I thought it was an early stoppage. And so did Big John McCarthy. So yeah, Dalton Rosta is a minus 900 favorite tonight. I don't recommend betting on that fight. But you got Stots. It has moved a little bit. You got Stots at minus 190 now. You got Juliana Velasquez at minus 180. I don't even mind those in a parlay. Well, you're going to get plus 137 on the parlay. I guess that's better than minus 185 is what you're going to get separately. I don't really like it. The other two fights for bets on this. I think Mix versus Magomedov is going to be incredible. But the reason I mentioned for any bettors out there, the Jamal Charlo Tim Tszyu fight is I think those odds are going to come in, and I think Tszyu could even be closer. I think it could be closer to an even fight as far as the odds by the time they actually fight. So I told you here first, you can go back and look and you can see I told you to bet on Tim Tszyu at plus 240. Best bet for tomorrow for anybody that hasn't bet yet. I'm going to take Illyria Topuria over Bryce Mitchell. I know that's not going to be popular with a lot of people. Pretty close odds there, but I just feel like Topuria I just feel like he's a more explosive fighter with a better skill set. Nobody's got more heart than Bryce Mitchell, but this is the big leagues. I think Topuria is, I think he's quite possibly a future champion. He's a guy that a lot of guys are scared of Bryce Mitchell, taking it upon himself. And Anthony Adams, 20-4. He also had 10 amateur fights. This is a lot of experience for Anthony Adams coming in tonight against Dalton Rosta. What's going on, Jim? Hey, I'm doing good, man. Watching fights with my friends. What's better? Just saying, because the dogs are all winning majority. Yeah, I mean, Anthony Adams, what are you getting on him? You're getting plus 625. I don't know, man. I didn't touch that bet, but I mean, to think that he can't pull this off, I think would be dumb. Adams fight about to start now. Hasn't happened yet. Yes, Cruz and Tank Davis. Yeah, I think it is sometime in 2023. Thank you, Robert. I don't know if it's an official date. All right, in the cage, Anthony Adams making his way to the cage right now. Dalton Rosta with the American flag on his back. Dalton Hercules Rosta. Combined amateur and professional record of 14-0 with 11 knockouts. He's already ranked number 5 in the division. I mean, Dalton Rosta, this guy, he's got huge potential. Now, we've seen guys come in with huge potential, and I don't necessarily like to compare him to this guy, but, you know, we've seen the same thing with Aaron Pico. And what's the deal with Aaron Pico? I mean, he's lost a few, you know, been upset a few times, including I won an 11.5 to 1 parlay because I picked his opponent in that last fight where he tore his shoulder off as my one underdog. I might have had 2 underdogs in that one, but all right, tail of the tape. Dalton Rosta 7-0, Anthony Adams 9-2. Adams 7 years older at 34, an inch taller at 6'1". Adams has a 2-inch reach advantage at 76 inches. Dalton Rosta, number 5th ranked middleweight in Bellator. Anthony Adams ranked at number 10. And honestly, they may only have 11 middleweights. I'm not sure. I don't think they have a lot. All right. They're not messing around. It's going quickly. Bellator 289, main card. Here we go. Out of the blue corner. Record of 9-2. The number 10th ranked middleweight in Bellator, Anthony Adams. If you were going to take Rosta, I would have taken him by KO. Yeah, and it just disappeared. I was hoping to find the odds for that, but representing Newcastle, Pennsylvania, 7-0 as a professional with 6 knockouts, Dalton Rosta. Brian Miner is the referee. This is one of those new breed guys. Dalton Rosta has had a lot of amateur fights against some really good opponents. So, you know, he's a lot better than his 7 fights. All right, so we will have 3 5-round fights tonight. Here we go. Good outside leg kick there from Rosta. Adams showing no imitation, showing that he is not intimidated early. Good outside leg kick there from Adams. And Rosta answers with one. Both of these guys showing a lot of hip fakes. Especially Adams here. And he's trying to get a reaction out of Rosta. He hasn't gotten any big reaction yet. And Adams doing a good job keeping Rosta so far on the outside with his jab. Good inside leg kick there from Adams. And yeah, he's got a 2-inch reach advantage on Rosta. He's going to need everything he can take tonight. Good exchange of outside leg kicks. What's up, Great Brimstone in the house? Good evening, sir. Oh, nice right hand at the end there for Rosta. And now he's moving forward. Body kick. Remember, he's got a lot of knockouts. Oh, big outside leg kick there from Adams. I said Adams plus 625. So whatever you put down on him, you get back times 6.25. He's a live dog. He's not a finisher. If he wins it, I would imagine it goes to decision. Good inside leg kick there from Rosta. Oh, there's a right from Rosta. Adams has got to be really careful not to get in exchanges with Rosta. Rosta's got a lot more power. Good 1-2 there from Adams. If Adams can get this about halfway through the second round and maybe start to wear down on Rosta, I think he can have the advantage when it comes to cardio. Yep, Greg in the house. Fire. Fire and peace. Oh, good left hand there from Rosta, and there's a left hook on the chin. And there's the thing here. Adams really can't afford to exchange with Rosta because he just doesn't have the power. Doesn't have the firepower. Good inside leg kick and then the outside from Rosta, and then good defense blocking all those punches coming back from Adams. Rosta trying to line up that cannon of a right hand he has. Oh, good body kick from Adams. The favorite Rosta, if you're looking at betting, and I don't know if there's live betting on Bellator, but I mean, you know, first, oh, nice right hand there. And there's the left. But slow starting here. Didn't get a whole lot done in the first 3 minutes. Body kick, chest kick there from Adams. And Rosta's blocking most of these shots. Good outside leg kick there from Adams. And a good inside leg kick from Rosta. Good left hand to the body from Rosta. Close first round. Oh, and there's a good right hand from Rosta. And a good front kick to the body from Adams. One minute left here in the first. Nice left hand there from Adams. Oh, big right hook there from Rosta. Adams made the mistake of swinging big there. He misses and gets caught. Now he gets tagged. That was a right hand on the chin. Rosta's just showing incredible accuracy here. A good body kick there from Adams. Outside leg kick from Rosta. Good knee from Adams and the combination there from Rosta. Oh, nice little combination backing up there from Adams. And a good body kick. Adams, for the most part, has done a good job of keeping Rosta out on the end of his punches with that reach advantage. Good outside leg kick there from Adams. How do you got that one, Robert? The champ is here. Bellator Bantamweight interim world champion Rafion Stots has arrived. Of course, Sergio Pettis is out. He is technically the champion now, but he's been out for a while. Kerrigan says 10-9 Rosta. How's a close round, man? I am also going to go with Rosta, but I won't be surprised if one judge gave that one for Adams. I don't think we're going to see the final bell anyways. I think Rosta is going to try to take him out this round. But yeah, Sabatello and Stots, man, these guys, there's a lot of bad blood between those guys. All right, here we go. All right, good jab there from Anthony. And Big John McCarthy agrees with me and Robert. So 10-9s across the board. Oh, Rosta almost connected with that front face kick. He's starting to get more active with that jab. Good jab there from Rosta. Excuse me, Adams throwing that front face kick. Oh, a couple of good left hooks there from Rosta. Now he's chasing Adams down. Goes for the takedown. Great takedown defense from Adams. But now he pulls guard because he wanted that guillotine. So now Rosta already in half guard. And Rosta's a nightmare on the ground. This is not where Adams wants to be. Dalton is an elite wrestler. He's got great ground and pound. He has submissions. Easily moves to full mount. Like taking candy from a baby. Don't forget New Year's Eve, Saturday, December 31st, Bellator versus Rising co-promotion. Oh, Rosta's got the back here. Adams got to be careful. He's got one hook in. Does not have the other hook in. Adams looking to his corner here. He is fighting for his life right now on one knee. He's doing a pretty good job of not letting Rosta get that second hook in. But Rosta led on the ground and pound. Rosta's just so good at controlling people in this position. And some posturing in the crowd here. I think maybe there was a little fight or something there. You see security up there. Yeah? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe just people having a good time. I've seen so many fights in live crowds. For those that go to live shows, never been to a live show that I haven't seen fights happen. And hooks in now for Rosta. Jingle balls. All right, 2 minutes left here. Oh, what a transition from Anthony Adams. Wow. Escapes and gets up, lands a knee to the body and an elbow up top. And good right hand there from Anthony. Good body kick for up. Yeah, and there's the jingle balls Robert was talking about there. I'm ahead, wait to post, can pause and sync. All right, sounds good, man. Didn't mean to spoil that one. Well, you didn't spoil much, so at least it's... All right, we are back. 137, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 131, 130. Left in the second. Oh, good body kick there from Adams. Adams continues to fake that front hip. There's a good body kick. Oh, beautiful body kick. 2 in a row there from Adams. If it wasn't for that takedown and everything Rosta did on the ground, I would say Anthony Adams has a good chance of winning this round, but it happened. Good straight right there from Rosta. I just like to see Rosta a little more active. A good body kick from Adams. Another great body kick there from Adams. And Rosta lands one of his own. See, strikes landed this round just about even. Oh, and Adams, he's going to throw his shoulder out throwing windmills like that. Should have said go Hugan when he threw that. Good left hook to the body there from Adams and the outside leg kick. Left hand upstairs for Rosta. Oh, can't pause the sync. Oh, okay. Oh, good body kick there. Oh, Superman punch for Rosta. Doesn't land. But here we go. All right, 18 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you are new to us and you can't chat, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click all notifications or double tap on the notifications so you're notified every time we drop a new video or go live like tomorrow for UFC 282 and the return of the takeover Teofimo Lopez. So we got boxing and MMA going tomorrow. All right, Dalton. I think Dalton talking to his corner. Sounds like he's having a little bit of issues with the vision, maybe. All right, here we go. Oh, and there's payback. Dalton catches Adams in the balls. March angle of the balls. And you guys know how I feel about that. It's a fight. It's a war. If somebody fouls me and it's not something that they get a point taken away, they're getting it back. Because that's the only way to even up the fight. You can say it's dirty or whatever, but someone kicks me in the groin, yeah, I'm coming right back. All right, this special edition of the Nutcracker continues. All right, nice uppercut in the left hand behind it there for Adams. Good body kick there for Anthony. Eye for an eye, nard for a nard, sounds fair to me. Good body kick there from Rosta. Nice left hand up top. He's chasing Adams now. You can tell he wants the finish. Good straight right there from Rosta. What's up, Patrick? Appreciate your honesty. No problem, man. I try to be honest. Nice right hand there from Rosta and a left hook upstairs. Good body kick there from Adams. Good left hand there for Rosta. And another. Oh, nice body kick there from Rosta. And not even Sunday. Oh, good right hand there from Daniel. Dalton, excuse me. Good inside leg kick there from Adams. Nice Superman punch from Anthony and the front kick to the body. Great combination. And the inside leg kick. Anthony Adams, he's doing just enough to lose every round. It's a good test for Rosta because, Adams has got a lot more experience. It'd be a good stepping stone. Oh, good right hand there from Rosta. Oh, beautiful right hand behind the jab there for Rosta. That was maybe the hardest shot of the fight so far. Good right hook to the body there from Rosta. Good left hand from Adams. Adams just done such a good job of staying out of the range of most of these big bombs from Rosta. Oh, and a good left hook there from Adams. And a nice left hook to the body. So it goes upstairs and then to the body. Come on, Rosta. Uncork that right hand. Good outside leg kick there from Adams. You see total strikes landed. They're close. And that's why I said that first round was so close. Oh, and they each exchange big left hands. Oh, nice combination there from Rosta. Good body kick there from Adams. And now Adams shooting for the takedown. Rosta looking for a guillotine. Now he's going to take the back, and here's some big shots. That's the difference. The stat count on as far as strikes may be close, but Rosta is dominating the positions. He's had the only takedowns. He's threatened with submissions. And looking to finish Adams here at the end of the third. It's 30 seconds left. Now, it looks like we're likely to see the last tick here. Because Anthony Adams, was holding that wrist with both hands. Oh, and here's some big shots. Oh, there's a right hook. He might get him, though. Seconds left, and he is raining down ground and pound. Will Anthony Adams survive? Well, and he will, but Dalton caught him and tried to take him out there at the last minute. Very close. Beautiful performance there from Rosta, especially the finish. He will go to 8-0, 30-27. Dalton Rosta. Big fight coming up. Semifinals of the Bantamweight Grand Prix. Patchy Mix and Magomedov. What's up, Bantam Bob's in the house? Evening, friends. No, Brent Premise isn't fighting. But there's a lot of good fights. Like I said, Patchy Mix, Magomedov up next. Liz Carmouche defending her flyweight championship that she won against Juliana Velasquez. And then the main event, Bad Blood, Danny Sabatello and Rafian Stots. Yeah, he did, Jim. That was a nice burst of energy. I'm glad. It seemed like he was trying to finish it. That's what you like to see. I mean, of course, we always like to see a finish, but... he was definitely trying to finish the fight. Sorry, guys. Look, I got my window open. It sounds like somebody's opening car doors right outside my house. I gotta go look at what... Be right back, guys. All right, sorry guys, there's a UPS truck out there, but I couldn't figure out what they were doing from the window, so it's freaking dark as hell outside. For Mike Packin. What's up, Hermit? MMA friends, what's going on? Bellator prelims chat was lit today. Nice. Yeah, it's nice that they always put the prelims on YouTube for those that don't know it. Pretty mediocre card in my opinion so far. Good couple of KOs early though. Well, this main card is great. These last 3 fights I think makes up for it. Mike knows judo. It'll just judo throw intruder back out the window. Herman in the house. Yep, what's up, Rob? What's going on, Herman? First time for me watching the fight. Listen to your commentary, Mike. It's great. Well, thank you, Jim. I didn't know you were, so you're usually just listening. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're able to watch tonight. Patricky Mix Magomedov warming up in the back. So the champion's thoughts, he has faced Magomed. He beat him in the one time that they fought. He said he hopes that it's Patchy wins tonight, that it's mixed, just because, you know, he would like to beat, he'd like to fight somebody new. And he'd like to beat everybody. Everyone at least once. Nice, Jim. When you were gone, Mike, Showtime announced Davis versus Garcia, January 7th. Nice. Yeah, that's going to be a fun fight. Yeah, I might lap the division. That bantamweight division is great over there, too. Of course, you got Sergio Pettis. He's on the mic there. He's got the belt. You got Kyoji Horiguchi over there, which has held the bantamweight strap. He's held the bantamweight and Ryzen strap at the same time. I think he still might have the Ryzen bantamweight championship. Anyways, then, you know, you had a lot of killers over there. A lot of killers over there at bantamweight. Emmanuel Sanchez, as you mentioned, Patsy Mix, Rafael Stots is a stud. AJ moved up. Yeah, AJ McKee moved up. I believe it is 155, whatever the next weight class. Yeah, and he just had one test fight at 155, and it was, he struggled a little bit. He definitely won the fight. They put him against a really tough guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but he reminds me a lot of like a Clay Guida type guy that's just so busy. It can be hard to look good against. But McKee's fighting on that New Year's card. The New Year's Bellator versus Ryzen card. I would love to see UFC bantamweights versus Bellator bantamweights. Turney throwing Mighty Mouse for shits and giggles, right? Yeah, that guy was tough. Good fight. Yeah, I can't think of the guy's name. But yeah, the UFC, unfortunately, is probably not ever doing cross-promotion again. They did the one with Pride back in the day before they bought him. It didn't end well. They, you know, their champ got knocked out. Vanderlei Silva, of course, or not Vanderlei, excuse me, Rampage Jackson knocked out Chuck Liddell. Vanderlei was there too, but no, AJ hasn't looked the same, King James, and he's very young. He admitted having some mental stumbling blocks. He actually said he had like maybe a little mini mental breakdown after losing the second match with Pitbull, which a lot of people thought he won that fight. It was very close. I don't think it was a horrible decision, but I did give it to McKee. And, I mean, of course, McKee destroyed Pitbull the first fight. Yeah, AJ McKee's definitely, I mean, he's one of the top featherweights in the world when he was at featherweight. Dana said, the interview I posted with Paddy, why would he do another cross promotion? UFC is the biggest. Eventually the best will come to the UFC. Yeah, and I knew that was the way he would feel. And it's smart business. I do have a little beef to pick with Paddy. I felt like, he kind of stabbed his good friend Ariel Helwani in the back. And Helwani, on his last podcast, he came out and defended himself, and he brought receipts. He said, Paddy was in town. He asked me, he's like, hey, when I'm in New York, I'd love to do the show. Then, he reaches out and is told, talk to his manager. He talks to his manager, and they're talking about, oh, well, he needs to get paid so much for these interviews. And just like myself, Ariel Helwani, he says he doesn't pay for interviews. That's not how media works. Then there are certain expectations. When money exchanges hands, Joe Rogan doesn't pay his guests. None of these podcasters, that's media. You don't pay to be interviewed. The guys that play at the Super Bowl don't even get paid. It's an advertisement. It's it's supposed to be a mutually beneficial. Helwani 10-7 F Paddy. I agree, Herman. And the problem I had was that Paddy lied. He lied about some things, and it was proven that he lied about some things. It was just, I really wanted to like this kid. I'm not saying I don't like watching him fight. Every Paddy Pimblett fight I've ever seen is very entertaining. And even Ariel says, I hope the kid becomes a big star. I hope he makes more money than he can count. They service free advertisements for the fighters. Oh, absolutely. And every fighter I've had here, I've never had a fighter ask me for money. Never. I've had one hinted at it, and you guys, I'm sure, know who that is. I don't have to name their name, but everybody just been appreciative. They've either, came to me and wanted to be on the show, or, been very appreciative that I've asked them, the people that have been on. Paddy's making a point. Area's all about fighter pay, but won't pay fighter for interview. It's killing being a hypocrite. Why would Paddy cancel a paid gig to do Ariel for free? No, and that wasn't the part of it I had an issue with. The part of it I had an issue with was just kind of a lot of the back and forth. It's like Paddy asked for the interview at first, and then he called Ariel kind of a rat bastard over text without any provocation. I mean, you could see all the messages. And I mean, I understand like what he's saying there, Robert. And I mean, Paddy doesn't have to do an interview that he doesn't have to. But Ariel was there for him, and you guys know I've been a critic of Ariel at times. I'll criticize whoever I think deserves it at the time. There's Patchy Mix coming down, former King of the Cage bantamweight champion, now the number 2 contender. I just felt like I didn't like the fact that Paddy lied about some things, and the fact that he really was so aggressively talking about Ariel Helwani, calling him names and stuff on the interview, when Helwani was sticking up for Paddy way before Paddy came to the UFC. For those that don't know, when he was in Cage Warriors, there were people asking him, hey, why are you having this guy on? I like him. I think he's going to be a star. I really like this kid. So, Dana being there had a lot to do with it, too. I think everyone knows how he feels about Ariel. Yeah, and everybody knows that Dana helped. And it's, like I said, I don't hate the kid. I think it was a mental mistake on his part. He's a young kid. And I'm sure there's more between Ariel Helwani and Dana White than what we know. I mean, I don't think Dana just hates people for no good reason. I know he didn't like it. Ariel was leaking things before him, and I wouldn't either. All right, tell the tape. Patchy Mick, 16 wins against just 1 loss. Magomed, 19-2. Magomed a year older at 30. Mick will have a 4-inch reach or 4-inch height advantage, 5'11". He's gonna need that reach advantage too. All right, 22 up in the chat. Let's go. 5-minute rounds. The winner faces the winner of tonight's main event between Sabatello and Rafion Stots for the $1 million. All right, out of the blue corner, but notable wins over Petr Yan, Enrique Barzola, and Matthias Matos. Magomed, Tiger Magomedov. And on the other side of the cage, notable wins over Kyoji Horiguchi, James Gallagher, Ricky Bandejas, and Tony Gravely. 16 wins against just 1 loss. He is the number 2 Bellator bantamweight contender, Patchy Pimblett. Dan Mergliotta is the referee for this one. Did anybody watch the MMA awards? I haven't watched them yet, but Dan Mergliotta would have been my vote this year for referee of the year. Dude's been everywhere. He very rarely has a questionable decision. He was just a lot more active than Herb Dean and Jason Herzog and Mike Beltran, a lot of the guys that are usually the top contenders for that. Oh, and I got to change the fight clock there because we had a 3-minute. I had to change it for the foul earlier. Well, no, Hawani is an instigator, but Paddy was brown-nosing the boss. Both things are true. All right, Mix, like I said, 4 inches taller than Magomed. Good inside leg kick there for Mix. And, I mean, that's really all the evidence you need that these Bellator bantamweights could compete with their UFC counterparts. Magomed having that victory over Petr Yan. Good straight right there from Mix. Mix over Kyoji Horiguchi and Enrique Barzola. Good exchange of leg kicks there. What's up, PR? Fook Ariel is how I feel about the guy's a little weasel. Isn't no MMA journalist, no more only a content creator, even though Ariel won Journalist Award. Big John Morgan should have won award. I got nothing but love for you, but I cannot stand John. How do you feel, Morgan? Because it's the only question he ever asks is how people feel. I have not watched him. Good body kick there from Magomed. Good straight right there from Mix. Oh, nice left hand right on the button from Patrick. Mix looking good early. Using that reach advantage. Magomed Magomed eats a right hand and another one on the way coming in. Magomed's having a real hard time dealing with this reach of Mix and maybe with the southpaw stance as well. Although, like we said, he does have a victory over Petr Yan, who is a southpaw. Oh, just as soon as I say that, Magomedov catches a kick. Now he's going for the takedown. Mix goes for the guillotine, which means he gives up the takedown. So it's like you better hope this guillotine. Oh, wow. What a job of Mix transitioning that, getting back, and he got back on top there for a moment. But Mix looked like he had no problem transitioning against Magomed. Oh, and now he's going up on top. Mix rolls up on top, and this has got to be a huge moral loss for Magomed as easily as Mix rolled him over there, even though he doesn't get this. Even if he doesn't get the submission here, he's continuing to work on it here from the dominant north-south. No, and now he doesn't have it. Hammer fist there from Mix. Oh, Mark Goddard won ref this year. Oh, I like that too. Not before Morgan could do his push-ups. Dan wasn't even nominated. Schmeh. Oh, that sucks. Fair enough. That's why I love this community, because we can all disagree respectfully. Robert, so that's what I'm saying, King. Yeah, you can get along with anybody that for a minute if you just agree with everything they say. That's true friendship when you don't have to agree on everything. Good inside leg kick there from Mix, and I got a nice side kick to the body. Big first round for Patchy. And there's a great body kick from Patchy. He's just been manhandling Magomedov. Magomedov going for the takedown again, and Mix easily stopping this. I mean, he's just a powerhouse here at bantamweight. God. I mean, I like Magomedov. I like Sabatello. I like both those guys. I would really love to see Patrick Mix versus Rafion Stots, though. And the winner, I'll tell you right now, my prediction is they will run over that fake champion, Sergio Pettis. No matter what you think about Sergio Pettis, he is, in my opinion, he is nowhere near to the best bantamweight in Bellator. Good inside leg kick there from Mix. Remember, this is a 5-round fight. But still, just a dominant round from beginning to end for Patchy Mix. Patchy's corner giving him some advice on how to open Magomed up a little bit to cause some more damage. Try and finish this fight. But just, man, I've never seen anybody dominate Magomedov in a round like that. (10-9) Mix. I agree, Robert. Off subject, how the hell was Zhang Weili not even nominated for Best Female Fighter this year? Oh, that's a real good question. I think there's a cutoff point, and I think that cutoff point was before her fight against Carla Esparza. So I think that's the only reason. I think that fight will be in next year's. A couple of good right hands there from Mix. Oh, nice left hook there from Magomedov and a good body kick. Magomed pulling out a few new moves this round, and he's going to need them. Good inside leg kick there from Mix. And Magomedov answers. But yeah, Patrick Mix definitely went. This guy might be the best bantamweight in the world. Good right hand there from Magomedov. I mean, I watched him when he came in upset. Oh, head kick and a right hand behind it from Mix. I came in and watched him upset bantamweight after bantamweight when they underestimated him coming in. Good inside leg kick there from Mix. He's very rarely an underdog anymore at this point. Good straight right there from Magomedov and outside leg kick. I think Mix definitely has a chance to be a star in the future. Same thing with Stots, though. Good outside leg kick from Mix and Sabatello. Oh, front face kick from Mix. And Magomedov could definitely have his following. It's going to be, you know, maybe not as big of a U.S. following. Good right hand there from Mix. But a lot of talent here. Oh, good left hand there from Magomedov, but a brutal knee to the body there from Mix. Oh, Mix going for that side kick to the face. Almost gets a nice knee to the body. Magomed, he gets the takedown there. Oh, Mix uses that guillotine to immediately reverse it, though. And now... Oh, this is a pretty good choke now. He's trying to hang in on it. It's hard to see from the camera angle. He's out! Patchy Mix has put himself in the $1 million fight by submitting Magomedov in the second round. He was out. Wow. Mix too big to stand with Magomedov. Has to get the takedown. Yep, holy shit. Holy moly, he's got that neck. He said, give me that neck. Rooting for Stots, but I don't know if he beats Mix. Sheesh. I think he beats Sabatello tonight. That's the reason I didn't bet on this fight. I almost bet on Mix, because Mix was... The odds were almost even. Mix was a slight underdog. But Magomed's a really hard guy to fight against, you know, to bet against. But, I mean... Mix made him look like he didn't even belong tonight. Like I said, this is a guy with a win over Petr Yan and Magomedov, and definitely not no fluke win. And Mix made it look easy. The Russian invasion doesn't win every time. Wish I could bet in Cali. A lot of underdogs won tonight. Would have been easy money. He didn't belong with him tonight. Yeah, that was crazy. And if you would have told me there was any bantamweight that would have made Magomedov look like he didn't belong, I would have had a hard time believing it. But yeah, I got Juliana too, Patrick. That's the good bet, in my opinion. Juliana Velasquez, and then Stots over Sabatello. Those I think those are really good bets, and this is a really good betting card. Well, at least for your co-main and main event. Wow, Mix looks like he's ready to fight again already. He is pumped. Oh, and there's some tears. Now he's breaking down. Patchy Mix gets it done. 2:39 of the second round. Tough night for Magomed. Takes the third loss of his career. Hope Juliana doesn't come out too emotional after what happened last time. I know she's been waiting for this rematch. No worries. Yeah, I don't think she will. She's a veteran. She knows what she's doing, and I think she's gonna run over the girl Illa tonight. I gotta admit, though, I was happy to see Liz finally, you know, get some gold around her waist. She's been around for a long time. Of course, a lot of people remember she was the first opponent for Ronda Rousey. First female fight. She was in the first female fight in the UFC ever. Her and Ronda Rousey for that women's bantamweight belt. Poor Liz, says Herman. Well, hey, she got to walk around with the belt. She got to walk around with the belt for a while. And, you know, the UFC kept her around for a significant amount of time. And I think it just kind of got to a point to where, because she got cut after a title shot. And I think this is a conversation. It's like, look, you've been waiting around. We don't want you to beat our contenders. But if you're going to be champion, here you go. We're going to give you a title shot. But if you don't win, might be the last we see of you. So make it count. And that Rousey-Liz fight makes me feel so old now. Oh, Liv's douche told old she's going to get destroyed this time around. Yeah, I think Juliana's going to wreck her. 2013? Rousey and Carmouche? I want to say, off the top of my head. All right, guys, the Bellator Women's Flyweight Championship is on the line. But the Bantamweight World Grand Prix, you see here, Mix, he beat Horiguchi. Magomedov beat Enrique Barzola. Stots beat Juan Archuleta. Sabatello beat Leandro Higo. I want to see how good my memory is. It seems like it had to been 2013 or 14. I don't think it was 2012. I don't think it was back that far. UFC 157. Yeah, 2013, February 24th, 2013. Jake Shield couldn't be in Mick's corner. I guess something's going on with his daughter. Yeah, I'm going to have to reach out to Shield. I have his number. He's, I hope he's okay. I'm going to text him right now, actually. Because Jake's talked about, we've talked about him being on the show. He'll be on here eventually. I was kind of waiting for him to be a little less controversial over there on Twitter, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll just get him in. No. Can't wait for that Ryzen versus Bellator card, dude. That's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be incredible. Me either, man. That'll certainly be fun. What's up, Adam from Allen? Good to see you, my man. Can't wait for that Romero fight. Adam from Allen? Yeah, cheers, dude. Haven't seen you much in a minute. And Scott Coker joining Big John McCarthy and Mauro Ranallo, which means we might be expecting an announcement here. What do we got coming from Scott? Oh, he's going to talk about this Ryzen versus Bellator New Year's, the Japanese MMA. That's the way it is. And he's talking about how K1 was so impressive in Japan. Yeah, and I need to make it. I've always wanted to go to Japan to watch a fight. That's got to be one of my goals, is to go to Japan to see a fight. There is the card. You got Juan Archuleta versus Su Chul Kim. At bantamweight, you got Kyoji Horiguchi and Hiramosa Ugikubo, Patricio Pitbull and Kleber Koike, AJ McKee versus Robert De Souza, Gadzi Robazanov coming off an incredible victory for Bellator. It's a stacked card. Ewell, in my opinion, is the scariest freak of nature fighter in all of MMA, Joe Rogan. Well, yeah, he's got a tough matchup, though. And that's going to be on that Fedor Bader card, of course. Oh, and that's nice. Coker said he thought that Ryzen wouldn't want him to bring his top guys, and he said, no, please bring your top guys. So there you go, and they are. Yeah, UL or TRT Vitor. Spotty should be donated to science when he passes away. I agree, man. Oh, Vadim Nemkov, that's right. And Saba Hamasi and Brendan Ward also on that CBS card out of Inglewood. Saturday, February 4th. Man, Vadim Nemkov, that's a tough fight for Yoel. Yoel now at light heavyweight, I think where he's belonged for quite some time. Of course, I mean, he's up there and he's older, and I gotta be honest with you guys, just because the way Vadim looked in that last match, he was sensational. And the fact that Yoel's up there in age, I got to take Vadim in that fight. Nemkov looked really good against Anderson. He looked really good. You know, Cubans really don't know how old they are. He could be 50 for all we know. Yeah, he definitely could be. Like Luis Ortiz in boxing, I swear that guy's got to be in his 50s, because I've been hearing he's 43, I swear, for the last 10 years. I mean, I swear they've said that guy was a certain age, and then the next broadcast you'll hear they have a younger age for him. Who knows if he even knows how old he is, but I guarantee you he's older than what they put out there. I was just talking with my dad about this today, talking about, it's like, man, it would be nice if, you know, we finally dropped the trade embargo and the open trade and everything with Cuba, because I think we need to have a good relationship with them. There's so many good athletes over there as well. Ortiz, perfect example, Mike. That's hilarious. Castro said, the hell with birth certificates, right, Hermit? He's just like, yeah, whatever you feel like. All right, and there is the gorilla, Liz Carmouche, former on the back Bellator flyweight champion. And like I said, I'm not going to say she's ever been my favorite fighter, but she's definitely paid her dues. It does bring me pleasure to be able to say champion Liz Carmouche. Definitely paid her dues. He used birth certificates to light his cigars. That's good. I've never had a Cuban cigar, but if I ever go to Cuban, first two things I'll go and do is go and get a Cuban sandwich and a Cuban cigar. And Mike, you're right. The Yasiel Puig story on how he got to the U.S. to play baseball was frigging nuts. Yeah, how many people know? Most of you guys maybe know, but for people that don't, Fidel Castro was actually drafted to play baseball in major leagues, and he was a very interesting guy. Fidel Castro was a very interesting guy. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm a fan or anything, huge fan, but he had literally hundreds of assassination attempts on him. And I know we're kind of going off into the woods here in between fights, but and he knew all these people wanted to kill him. He would literally come to the U.S. and ride on public transportation, just like on public transit, and just talk to the people. For real? Never heard that. That's interesting. Yeah, he was a great pitcher. He had a baseball card and stuff too, I believe. I don't know that he ever actually played in a major league game. Yeah, he does have a baseball card. I was looking. He's number 20 on the Cincinnati Reds single A affiliate. What's up, Kevin from Chicago? Yeah, Sabatello. They are next. Sabatello and Stots are next here after Carmouche and Velasquez. I think they got to get a little bit of hype in here. I'm not sure Carmouche and Velasquez are even quite ready because, I don't think most people expected Mix to beat Magomedov in the second round. I've had a Cuban given to my cousin by Arnold Schwarzenegger on the set of True Lies. Oh, really? Cousin and two brothers he grew up with are involved in stunts and rigging. Nice. That's a pretty cool story. I'd love to meet Arnold. True Lies, that was a good movie too. That was a fun movie. I remember watching it back in the day. God, I think I want to say I was like in middle school. And I don't know how we got a hold of it because you had to be 17 to rent that at the time. But I don't know. Somebody rented it for us. I think it was a rated R. Can't get any worse for Brazil tonight. Felt bad for Neymar watching the game. Let's go, Juliana. Yeah, Brazil lost in the World Cup, right? I've said before, I lived an interesting and wild, crazy life in California. And California is a wild and crazy place. All right, guys, it's a pretty long break here. So I'm going to take a quick restroom break, refill the water, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Liz Carmouche and Juliana Velasquez for the Bellator Flyweight Championship. Yeah, and PKS. Robert Carrion, same Robert. These damn taxes and gas prices are ridiculous. Yes, good stories, Robert. True Lies was rated R. Because of Jamie Lee Curtis strip scene. Yeah. All right, and here comes the challenger, Juliana Velasquez. Of course, Liz won the belt from Velasquez. I keep saying Velasquez. It's Velasquez. I apologize. And she said she wants to knock out Liz Carmouche tonight. We'll see if she can get it done. The gorilla she's a tough out. Also stunt coordinators on Tremors. Oh, I remember Tremors, man. I was a big fan of Tremors. It's one of my favorite movies as a kid. Juliana Velasquez, forward aggression. Don't accept being on your back. So Carmouche is going to go for the takedown. If she gets it down to the ground, Velasquez needs to get back up. And of course, Juliana beat long-time reigning Alima Leigh McFarland, who I believe is over in PFL now. All right. And here she comes. The champ is here. The gorilla, Liz Carmouche. And Liz is saying she wants to prove this was not just a fluke. Crush the space, timing on the double, keys to the victory. Yeah, she's got to grapple. When is the Stots fight versus Colby you wanna be? What's up, username? Next up, man. All right. 17-7 is the champion Liz Carmouche. 12-1 for Juliana. Liz is 2 years older at 38. Both women 5'6", but Juliana will have an 1.5 inch reach advantage at 67.5 inches. They may call her the gorilla, but she's got those little T-Rex arms. All right, guys, the co-main event of the evening for the women's Bellator Flyweight Championship. And that's an interesting look on Liz right now. I don't know if that's anxiety, sadness. All right. Out of the blue corner, she is Bellator former MMA champion. Notable wins over Alima Leigh McFarland, Alexandra Lara, Rebecca Ruth, Christina Williams. Couple of defenses there too. Juliana Velasquez. And the only loss of her career was to Liz Carmouche. Not only did she dethrone McFarlane, she then defended against McFarlane, beat her again. All right, notable wins for Liz Carmouche, Juliana Velasquez, Valentina Shevchenko, Jessica Andrade, Conor Watanabe, Caitlin Shukagan, Jennifer Maia. Long, long list. Out of San Diego, California, presenting Bellator's reigning, defending women's flyweight champion, Liz Gorilla Carmouche. Let's see if there's a touch of gloves here. I wasn't sure that was going to happen, but Velasquez put the gloves out and Carmouche obliged. You tell us definitely some hesitancy. What's up, Clavin in the house? Yo, yo, yo. JLC was hot as that from that movie with Travolta in the 80s. Yeah, she was all right, and Carmouche coming out aggressively. Throwing strikes, good knee to the body there from Liz. Immediately getting in there to try to get Velasquez down to the ground. Good knee to the inside of the thigh there from Carmouche. I mean, and that's a fast pace to start a 5-round fight out with, but I've never seen Carmouche getting tired. And foot stomps here for Liz. All Marcos Hua. And good knees to the inside of the thighs. Not an ounce of body fat, at least that you could tell on Liz Carmouche. She literally does look like a gorilla. And there it is, Gervonta Davis, Hector Luis Garcia, January 7th, Showtime pay-per-view. I don't think that's a pay-per-view fight, personally. But, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a lot worse ones that we've had recently, though. And Carmouche, she's got to have some action here. The referee's going to break him, though. Finally, some knees to the inside of the thighs here from Carmouche. Velasquez she's got to get that hip in there against the Finch. Use that judo. You can tell she's winding her. She's trying to wind her over, but good foot stamps there. There, Velasquez. Good job of turning Carmouche into the fence. Lands a knee of her own. And I really don't think Carmouche is going to get Velasquez with a trip on the inside. She'll get her with that double leg, but I don't think she'll get her with the trip. And going for it again here. And now Carmouche pushing Velasquez into the fence. And just, we just need some more action or a break here, I think, though. Knee to the body there from Liz. Gray Hermit, yellow card. PFL pay-per-view, worse. Oh, I didn't watch it, man. Yeah, I kind of had to boycott that. So I guess this is ridiculous. You guys think you're doing a pay-per-view. And good knee to the body there from Liz. Foot stomp from Velasquez. A warning from the ref here to let's see some action. But I think he's been overly patient, in my opinion. Yeah, both women just in a battle of wills here, and this is going to really sap their energy for the next 4 rounds. Yep, 38. She's been around forever. she'd been around for a minute when she had that fight against Ronda in 2013. I don't know how old Ronda is now, but I don't think we'll ever see her back in a cage unless somehow they get that match between her and Gina Carano, which they've talked about fighting each other even recently. Good exchange of knees there. Rough and Rowdy. Now there's a pay-per-view. Yes. Oh, Rough and Rowdy's fun to watch. And the Rowdy won Ronda. Not a chance. Ronda is done. No, I mean, she's in WWE. She's making a ton of money. I don't blame her. Good right hand there from Liz. And Carmouche shooting. And, I mean, she's got so much money. She's got more money than she's ever going to be able to spend. And good takedown there from Liz. And I think Velasquez kind of believed the hype that Liz didn't deserve to win the first fight. And look at Liz moving to first full mount. I got to give the first round to the champ. I mean, nobody's ever called the Liz Carmouche fight entertaining outside of maybe that first Rousey fight, but she definitely game plans. I miss not liking her, though. Jim, yes, she was a great babyface turn heel. All right, here we go. Second round. Velasquez, she's got to keep it standing. She's going to have to change it up a little bit. She cannot let Liz close the gap so quickly this time. And there's a good left hand from Juliana to start the second. Oh, and Liz swinging wild combination. Velasquez catches her with the right hand coming in. But there's a single leg, and Liz immediately gets the takedown. Velasquez got to use a fence to get back up. And she does, but she's got Liz hanging on her now. And Liz is so strong for this weight class. Good knee to the inside of the thigh there from Liz. Liz got that old woman strength. The wrestling is on point again. Yeah, it is. Danny talked about Ronda's interview with Paddy. Told him every time she buys a new piece of property, she texts him a photo saying, "This is because of you." She texts another day. She bought a Doomsday Bunker property in Oregon. Oh, nice. Yeah, and I'm not even really a WWE fan anymore. I found out she was in Tacoma, though, near here. If I hadn't found out like that night, we would have went just to see Ronda. I'm a huge fan. One of my favorite fighters ever. And, good knee to the body for Velasquez. She frees herself at Carmouche back to the center of the cage. Good 1-2 from Juliana. There's the shot again from Carmouche, and she gets her down. And now Velasquez has got to start all over again, working to get back up. Carmouche doing a good job of scooping the legs up here of Carmouche. Velasquez might have to come up with some elbows here or something to create some space. Defense actually the friend of Carmouche right now. If she can jam Velasquez into the fence enough while she hooks her legs out, then yes, I know Velasquez is going to want to use the fence to get back up, but she can't create space. Boo, boring, right? Rouse versus Tate rivalry will always be one of my favorites. Oh, me too, man. Me too. I remember Kat Zingano. I was worried, though. I was like, Kat Zingano could get her. I mean, she's 16-0. She's a beast. 13-0, 16-0, something like that. And then Ronda just lands that monster Taito. She submits her less than 20 seconds into the round. I think it was 16 seconds. I think that was where the 16 came from. Fight was so disappointing. Yeah, it was. I did not expect to be that fast. I think Kat kind of froze in the moment a little bit. I mean, when Ronda was Ronda, that intimidation factor, I mean, it was like Tyson for these girls. And then she met a couple girls that had a lot of fights that weren't intimidated anymore. And Holly Holm and then Amanda Nunes. Wow, big slam right in the mount there for Carmouche. And Carmouche banging out another boring round here. Forgot Liz also beat Valentina Shevchenko. Yeah, one of few. One of few women to beat Shevchenko. Yeah, and now Carmouche in the mount here. Velasquez trying to bring those legs up to try to hook something. Can she get out of there? Velasquez got some long legs for her height, but tough. Oh, and here comes Liz with the armbar attempt. And Velasquez taps! And there it is. Liz Carmouche defends her belt with a second round submission. She came in with a chip on her shoulder. People were saying, oh, you're not the real champ. It was a fluke win. All these different things. Liz Carmouche, you could not say anything about it now. She is the true women's flyweight champion. Absolute domination, Robert. Herman says, and still. All right, guys, and we're already at the main event. Hour and 40 minutes in, we're already at the main event. I'm not complaining. All right. Is anybody taking Sabatello tonight? Of course, I took Velasquez. I was wrong on that one. I'll admit it. I admit my L's. All right. Interim bantamweight champion Rafael Stots. And Danny Sabatello up next. And I don't ever remember a Bellator fight where two guys had so much beef as this one. I mean, this is like Daniel Cormier and John Jones beef. So takes another L. Tough night. Yeah. That's true. Not bad for 38. 12 years after winning her first title. Defends it again. Rousey versus Holmes was the best for me. She made it on my feel-good videos list for when you're feeling down and out. Good one, Herman. Holmes is always another one that is still doing that damn thing. Yeah, she is. I watched the game, the match. Nice. I think if Ronda never knocked out a Betch, she might have continued her judo game plan and kept winning for a while. That knockout changed her whole fight mentality. Yeah, and she had that idiot trainer that told her she was, God, what the hell was his name? God, that guy sucks. I think he was training Sheboygan there for a while. Edmund Sheboygan. Unfortunately, he might still be. Edmund, yeah, Edmund. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the guy. Something with a T, I think. But yeah, not a good coach. And Liz Carmouche being interviewed here by Big John McCarthy. And I mean that shows you though the confidence. Some people they get that championship belt and they just become a different fighter. And it's very impressive to see somebody continuing to learn and continue to get better at 38 years old though. For Liz, wow. And just, I mean, the former champion Velasquez she was never in the fight tonight. It's going for Juliana, but I can't help but be happy for Liz. Yeah, me too, man. And I mean, I've always liked Liz. My only issue has always been with her. She's not the most entertaining fighter to watch. But here's fun fact: Brendan Schaub dated Ronda Rousey. Yes, he did. No, Sabatello's next, man. Sabatello and Stout coming up. Liz Carmouche just submitted Juliana Velasquez in the second. She's doing her interview right now, and then we got Stots and Sabatello next. Yep. All right, congratulations to Liz Carmouche. Big win there. And all right, yeah, I definitely impressed and surprised by Carmouche's dominant performance tonight. Couple of big surprises here. What's up, AJ? Brennan Schaub and Dana White are Eskimo brothers. Jim Sai second that. That fight was still more entertaining than all of Carlos Esparza's wins. You ain't joking, Herman. Hermit. Man, that lady's boring. Yeah, I heard about that too. All right. Patchy Mix defeated Magomedov later. Who will face him for $1 million? Will it be Rafion Stots or Danny Sabatello? Talk about bad blood and trash talk for months between these two. Sabatello started it. Stots looking to finish it tonight. And there is the actual champ. Well, the former champ, I guess. Because Rafion's the interim champion right now, but obviously Pettis not going to defend that belt or whatever because he's not in this bantamweight tournament. Or did he lose? I thought he had an injury, but did somebody beat Pettis? Was he in the tournament or not? I don't remember seeing him lose his belt. But maybe I'm forgetting. All right, and Josh the Punk Thompson and Sergio Pettis talking strategy here. Josh the Punk Thompson, one half of the Weighing In podcast. If you want an educational podcast to listen to during the week, that really is a meat and potatoes podcast, I would check that out. It's called Weighing In with Big John McCarthy and Josh Punk Thompson. Sorry, guys. I got to take this call real quick. Go. Hello? Yes? Yeah. No, there was nothing in there. Okay. All right. Thanks. Sorry, I had to take something with work, but Hans says I'm confused too. All right, a lot of talking, now. Danny Sabatello, he was fined by the Connecticut State Athletic Commission for the last fight, and we're on Showtime. We're in a bloody cage fight, and they're fining guys for using four-letter words. Hey, come on. I mean, maybe he gets fined again tonight. Bellator will probably pay for it, but it's like, really? These guys are putting their lives on the line in a friggin' bloody-ass cage fight, and what you're worried about is what words come out of their mouth? Shut the fuck up, Connecticut State Athletic Commission. Seriously. You know, come back to Tacoma, guys. Bellator, come back to Tacoma where I watch, and make that your regular home. Just keep coming back. We'd love to see more and more Bellator events here in Tacoma. And speaking of live events on the Facebook Fights and Friends Facebook page, Robert posted a video and article talking about next year. They said there would be very little, I believe very little, if any, Apex fights next year. So fight nights all over the place. I mean, when you're talking about probably 40-some fight nights, I think, per year now, I mean, they're going to hit a lot of places. I can't wait till they come back to Seattle. I'd be surprised if that means that, that they don't come back to Seattle next year. I know some places are really trying to bring, shut down because of COVID hard. New York just put mask regulations out there again. Los Angeles is recommending and things. And it's just like, man, that's another thing I would tell them about that. Just my opinion on that is I will tell all those people that are trying to control people again, hey, shut the fuck up. And that's that. So Sabatello made a good point. He said, I can kill a man in the cage, nothing happens, but I say the F word and I lose hard-earned money. Oh, for sure. It is Showtime. Profanity and nudity should be allowed. Ring card girls could go topless. I would love to see it. Dan talked about it during Paddy interview. Thank you, Robert. Agree, Rob. I still have not watched that full video. I listened to Ariel Helwani's response to it, which maybe was not the right order to do that, but I don't know where Paddy's podcast is. I haven't downloaded it, but I'm always listening to podcasts while I'm working. So Paddy the Batty podcast. All right. Thank you, Hermit. And like I said, I know Robert posted it on the Facebook page. I just mostly listen to things now when it comes to MMA, except for, if I'm watching it, it's generally because I'm watching it with you guys. Like how he shares his crazy weight cut. He also mentioned the Performance Institute in Mexico almost done. Still looking for location in Africa, but those both will be free for all members, not just pros. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. I can't wait to see what comes out of talent from Mexico too. What you guys think about the female slap thing? Oh, the slap fighting organization that Dana's trying to make now. I'm not trying to hate on Dana, but I will hate on slap fighting. Come on, this is dumb. This is dumb. You're just gonna have two people sit there and hit each other and just fucking retarded. All right. And here comes the booze. The man they love to hate, Danny Sabatello, making his way to the cage, and he's got a middle finger for everybody. He's got two of them. The Italian gangster, he's giving some high fives now. Two-time state champion wrestler. And he's going to try to use that wrestling to control Rafion Stots tonight. But Stots has got some pretty damn good wrestling of his own. And he's definitely faced some good wrestling. Because like we talked about, he's got that win over Magomedov. CTE Championships. As Dan said, making it free. Could create young talent from rural communities and find diamonds in the rough. That last part was my words. Nice. I don't like it either, Mike. His pretty face is getting all bruised up. Doesn't seem right. Yeah, I just felt like there's no skill to it. I didn't know that it was this. I didn't know about the women's part of it. I just knew that there was a slap fighting. That they were going to open a slap fighting contest, but... And Danny Sabatello, I mean, he's flipping everybody off. Don't expect these two to touch gloves. Wow, and look at the Danny Sabatello fans in the crowd. You see the Italian gangster shirts and a lot of people trying to emulate his hairstyle there. Felt more natural when Logan Paul was a part of it. Yeah, that sounds like a Paul Brothers type of thing, or like a WWE kind of thing. Wonder if the PI in China is free as well to fighters. It's free in the U.S. I don't know that there's any PIs that aren't. And sometime, if I ever get down to Vegas, I've had invites from 3 different fighters now to come check out the PI, and I need to get down there. If they're there, one of them was from my friend Jalen Turner. I think he's down in Vegas now, so that's probably best bet. I know Sam's over in California. I don't know how far he is from... Well, he's not even a fighter anymore now. He's teaching now. If you guys don't know about Sam Alvey, since he left the UFC... I was talking to him, and he has got something in common with my wife, who's a teacher. He's doing some substitute teaching. So we had a pretty long conversation about teaching and not much about MMA. Stots being Stots, I love his energy. Rafion Stots is a stud. My prediction is he comes in and just runs over Danny Sabatello tonight. And I think if anybody is having an issue with the headspace tonight, I think it's going to be, the nerves are going to be on the side of Sabatello. Or working against Sabatello. Yeah, I believe he is teaching in Temecula, Robert. Substitute teaching right now. Don't try to mess with that substitute teacher though. It's got the makings of fight of the night, absolutely. That's where I was living 7 years ago before I moved to Massachusetts. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Robert. All right, here we go. Tell the tape. It is the main event of the evening. Rafael Stots 18-1. Danny Sabatello 13-1. Stots 4 years older at 33. Danny 3 inches taller at 5'10". But Stots will have a 3-inch reach advantage at 72.5 inches. How often do you see that? A guy's 3 inches shorter and he has a 3-inch reach advantage. That's where my mama lives. Nice. A long-term sub for 3 years before becoming full-time. He's doing it right. Nice. Well, that's cool. I didn't realize you were a teacher, Hermit. That's awesome. All right, out of the blue corner with notable wins over Jornel Lugo, Leandro Higo, and Brett Johns. Just one loss in his career. The number 6 ranked bantamweight in Bellator, Danny Sabatello. The Italian gangster, Danny Sabatello. Okay, have a good time. And across the cage, notable wins over Juan Archuleta, Magomedov, Keith Lee. 18 wins against just one loss, presenting the Bellator Bantamweight Interim Champion, Rafael Stots. She's an accountant for charter schools in the area all over the U.S. Nice. This is Mamma Mia. I wish Big John McCarthy could still ref. But since he's got the commentating thing, they said nope. So if he works at charter school, more than likely my mom wrote his check. Nice. Yeah, no, he's not in charter school. He's in the regular school district, I believe. All right. And Stots coming out aggressive, throwing the jump kick to the body. And good body kick there from Stots. Stots' best chance, though, is going to be his wrestling, I believe. And so, Sabatello's best chance. So if Stots can continue to keep Sabatello backing up, that's going to make things a lot easier for him. Straight right there from Stots. Body kick from Stots. Sabatello trying to catch it and get the takedown. And though Sabatello dropping down. Stots stopped it. Big stop. Good defense there from Stots. Sabatello immediately getting back inside, getting the body lock, though. Trying to lock Stots up. Sabatello picks him up and slams him on his back. Stots has got to work to get back up. He's got to stay active because Sabatello never slows down. And Sabatello hooking that right leg of Stots. Wow, and there you go, talking about they're going to have to find the whole crowd tonight if Connecticut's got an issue because the crowd is chanting, fuck you, Stots, right now, all the Sabatello fans. And Sabatello has got the backpack for a moment. He's down now. Stots has got one hand on the ground, so technically he's a down opponent. And now Stots holding on to the left leg here of Sabatello, trying to counter this takedown. And Sabatello drops him back down again. Couple of good shots to the body there from Sabatello. Big round for him so far. Sabatello doing his thing. Changing my pick to Danny. All right, I'm going to stick with my initial pick. Although live odds, if you're looking, I'm sure they are changing quickly. And yeah, Sabatello got that back. Oh, good roll there from Stots. But he ends up back on the bottom. Sabatello now north-south dominant, but this is a better position for Stots to try to stand up from. He needs to push his hips back. He's going the wrong direction. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, maybe he's got something different in mind. But if he was looking to stand up, he needs to push his hips the other direction. And Sabatello not able to get the guillotine position, not able to get anything now inside the open guard of Stots. Even fight so far. What a pace already. Herman says, let's go Stots. Oh, great reversal there from Stots. And now Sabatello trying to stand up. And he's pushing Stots into the fence. Great pacer early, yeah. And good little pop shots here from Stots up against the fence. Knee to the body there from Sabatello. There's a good knee from Danny S. And another knee to the body. I definitely have Sabatello winning this round. Another knee for Sabatello. Come on, Stots. Beat the bleach off this kid. 30 seconds left in the first. Another knee to the body from Sabatello. And exchange of knees to the body. Good knee there from Sabatello. And all right, you got to go 10-9, challenger. And Sabatello's corner just told him, says 1-0, that's yours. And I agree. Stots looks frustrated here in the corner. And there's Stots' father, first time watching his son, Rafion. That is tough. All right, here we go. Good straight right there from Stots. And nice right hand to the body from Sabatello. obviously no lack of confidence for Danny tonight. Good right hand from Stots. And there's a good right from Sabatello. Sabatello mentioned that Mark Zuckerberg reached out to him because apparently Danny is his favorite fighter. So he said Zuck will be at one of his fights eventually. Good front kick to the body there from Stots. Good defense there from Stots. Perfectly sprawled that time. And a good straight right there from Rafian. Good right hook from Sabatello, though. Right on the chin. There's a good right from Stots. Remember, even though Sabatello is 3 inches taller, Stots has a 3-inch reach advantage. Also, Stots is the southpaw. Oh, good outside leg kick there from Rafian. Oh, and a right hook upstairs. I don't know what Sabatello's looking at the referee for. Good right there from Sabatello. Oh, nice right hook from Danny. And again, Stots stops the takedown, lands a left hook of his own. Oh, head kick for Sabatello. Big body kick from Stots. Another takedown attempt from Sabatello and another easy stop there for Stots, and he lands 2 big knees to the head. And this is what Stots needs to do. Punish Sabatello for these attempts, and he stops it again. Knee to the body there for Sabatello. What's up, Phil D? Up in here. At the hour side took Danny. Sabatello can keep this pressure. Hey, I made it. Got a sprawl all night. Stotty Pippin. I like it. Said, go. Who's winning? Even. Yep. Yeah, I agree. It's even now. Not anymore. Another takedown for Sabatello. Yeah, Sabatello gets a takedown. But, yeah, Stots has got to get back up. He's going to be risking going down 2-0 here. And you do not want to lose to Danny Sabatello because we all know he's never going to hear the end of it. Good elbow there from Stots. Few boos here in the crowd. Sabatello taking the back, though. Oh, good job of Stots. Dumps him, but Sabatello is relentless on the body lock. Some good elbows there from Stots. Kind of say the same and not trying to spoil it for others to wait. And Sabatello now dominating position. It could be about to go up 2-0. And Stots, he's stretching Stots out. He doesn't have the full double hooks here, but bad position here for Stots. 30 seconds left. Oh, and now Stots going for a knee bar. Sabatello's got to be careful here. Oh, and Sabatello's out and back on top. That was a legit submission attempt, though. I'm like 40 seconds ahead. Sorry. Oh, and Sabatello with another takedown. And through to 2018, Danny Sabatello. Yeah, Rafian's really got to regroup right now. Sabatello's corner's telling him, keep up the punches. It doesn't have to be hard. And I think they want to make sure that he doesn't get too predictable. Who do you got? Blachowicz and Magomedov. Yeah, I got Ankalaev as well. I'd like to see Jan get it, but thought he had that leg lock for a second. Me too, Armand. I got Glover. Well, Glover's supposed to be getting the winner. Good front kick to the body there from Sabatello to start the third. And Danny's just been putting on that pace. And Big John McCarthy gives the second round to Stots. I didn't think he did enough myself, but good body kick there from Sabatello, straight right from Stots. I was given, beautiful right hook right on the chin there from Stots. Gotta admit, one championship is much better than Bellator's. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt from Danny. But good stop there from Stots. Oh, nice knee to the body. Did he land it to the head? I think we might have an illegal knee here. Oh, yep, lost it to the chin. He's definitely down our knee. All right, 4 minutes left in the third here. Yeah, legal knee to the head. I'll watch a Rod Tang fight and one any damn day. Oh, for sure, man. Rod Tang's, that guy's so entertaining. Good right hand there from Danny. And Danny, right in the outside of the cage. This is kind of an interesting strategy. Good right hand there from Stots. Easily stops that takedown attempt. Yeah, and another takedown attempt from Sabatello stuffed. Good left hook there from Stots. Another takedown easily stopped from Stots. Good right hand there from Sabatello. And the left hand from Rafian. They're going back and forth. Oh, head kick for Stots. Good right hand for Danny. And now we got a barn burner. Good right hand there from Stots. Front kick to the body from Danny. And another front kick from Sabatello. Right hand on the chin from Saba. Oh, beautiful left hook there from Danny. Halfway through the third. Been a minute since Sabatello went for a takedown attempt. He keeps getting stopped on him. Now Stots going for a takedown. Good defense so far from Sabatello. And Rafian scoops the feet out and he is on top. I think this is what you got to do if you're Rafian. You mix it up. I like this. You got to make Sabatello think about multiple weapons. And Stots in side control. Lots of time to work here. I believe it should be automatic point too. Stots catching him now with some clean punches. Sabatello looks a little tired, yeah. Yeah, he might be. Oh, good knee to the head here from Stots. And another. Sabatello gets up, and another. There's 4 knees to the head from Stots. Yeah, I kind of wondered if Sabatello was going to be too emotional tonight. Oh, there's the hook in, though, and Sabatello drags Stots to the ground. And now Stots getting back up. I mean, a lot of energy used in these takedown attempts for Sabatello, maybe even more in the takedown defense from Stots. This is a grueling fight. And Sabatello looking to just work on this guillotine here for the end of the round. He's not under the neck now. Oh, a head kick from Stots. Seconds left. We'll see if he can do something before the round ends. Either guy. Front kick to the body for Sabatello. And there we go. Exchange kicks at the bell. I got to give that round to Stots. Patchy mix in the crowd. 29-28 for the challenger, Danny Sabatello. All right, round 4. So Sergio Pettis apparently is still bantamweight champion, but the winner of the Grand Prix will get a Grand Prix belt and then the shot at the actual strap. Is that Tatiana Suarez with mix? Oh, I didn't see. Like and share, friends. Thank you, Jim. Championship rounds. Here we go. I agree, Hermit. 29-28, Sabatello. And Robert, so we're all 3 in agreement. We've got our 3 unofficial judges. Oh, nice right hand there from Sab. A good left hook there from Danny. And the front kick to the body. Good inside leg kick from Stots. Stots got some brutal leg kicks if he uses them. That was interesting. Sabatello fakes the takedown and Stots sprawls to nothing. Good exchanges there. Good left hook there from Sabatello. And a good straight right from Stots. Inside leg kick, Sabatello. Oh, beautiful right hook upstairs there from Stots. And the right hand from Danny. Now Danny shoots. Stopped again. Shoots. Stopped again. Oh, but he turns Danny over. Gets on top of it anyways. Rafian trying to get back up now. And Danny got a cradle here. For those that were in wrestling, you remember the cradle. It was dominant when I wrestled in middle school. You got that cradle on, and those kids weren't strong enough to get out of that. Stots continuing to move forward to try to get up here. Stots has got to get up because I think he's losing this round. He's risking going down 3 rounds to 1. Still a lot of time for Stots if he can get back to his feet. But a lot of control time so far from Sabatello. And a great roll there. Sabatello to maintain the position. Caught some of the prelims earlier on YouTube. Nice. I didn't watch any of the prelims, actually, but... And Bellator prelims are always pretty fun, though. I just had a busy day. Remember, tomorrow, UFC 282. Magomedov, Ankalaev, and Jan Blachowicz for the light heavyweight championship. Paddy the Baddy making his main card debut. Some other great fights on there. Also, tomorrow in boxing, the return of the takeover, Teofimo Lopez. Prelims were okay. Downey got knocked out bad. Robert says, yeah, he did. Hawaiian fighter looked really good. Can't remember his name. And another roll here from Sabatello. Getting Stots right into hooks. And just like that, Sabatello looks like he could be about to go up 3-0. Oh, good transition from Stots. Gets back up on top. And now they're back to the center of the cage. Stots has got to look for the knockout here. He's got to start looking for a finish. Oh, good left hand there from Stots, who may be getting tired. Good front kick to the body there from Sabatello. Oh, big left hand from Stots. That bounces Danny's head off the cage. And there's a nice right hand from Stots. Good right uppercut from Sabatello. Oh, good right on the chin there from Stots and another. And now Stots shooting for the takedown. Sabatello stopping it easily. Oh, big knee there from Sabatello. Good right hand from Sabatello. All right, last round coming in, and I think Danny Sabatello is up 3-1. And both corners saying could be 2-2. And Big John McCarthy has it 2-2. Sabatello's corner telling him these rounds are close. I agree they are. And his corner just told him Stots is tired. Something the third. Tomorrow, big fight night. Yes, it is. Oh, Ray Cooper relative. Nice. 38-38. Stots came out at the end, but not enough for me. 39-37. Sabatello. Coach Eve Edwards versus Coach Mikey Brown. Oh, true. Eddie Alvarez says, and new. All right, could definitely be determined in this fifth and final round. Good straight right. Another right there from Stots. I did not think Sabatello could do this. Good right hook up on the temple for Stots. Another right hand for Rafian. Good right hook for Sabatello. Oh, nice right hook there from Stots. Couple of good right hands. Good right hand to the body there from Sabatello. Stots definitely outstriking Sabatello. Another takedown attempt from Stots. Stopped easily. Or from Sabatello, excuse me. Stots easily stopping that. Sprawl and brawl Stots. Yep. Good right hand there from Sabatello. And the front kick to the body. I'd like to see Stots throw that left uppercut up the middle. Good straight right there from Stots. Sabatello seems to think he's ahead. Good front kick to the body there from Stots. Oh, big body kick from Stots. Yeah, Stots is bringing everything this round. Good left hand there from Rafian. Another good takedown defense there from Stots. Stopping another one, but Sabatello's relentless. And he just drags him to the ground. Stots needs to start watching out for these second and third attempts. They're killing him. A lot of times he stops that first attempt and then he's not there for the second and third on that sprawl. Some good elbows here from Stots. Referee telling him watch out for the 12-6. Oh, more big elbows here from Stots. He's winning the ground game here because he's the one doing the damage. Big elbows. Oh, he's really beating Sabatello up here, but the referee telling Stots watch the 12-6s. Now, a lot of referees would have taken a point away from Sabatello for the knee to a down opponent. This referee didn't. We'll see if it makes a difference in the fight. And Sabatello back on top. Oh, good roll there for Sabatello. He is golden on that roll. He does that roll and gets a dominant position. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody like on top do so many rolls. You see a lot of people try to do it to get escapes or like an Imanari roll from standing. But damn, Robert says, I took the point. 38-38. But unfortunately, the official judges aren't allowed to do that. And Sabatello spinning back around to the back. Wow, and there's that roll again. And Danny Sabatello could be about 40 seconds away from being the Bellator interim bantamweight champion and fighting Patchy Mix for the Grand Prix title. And what a fight that could be. Sabatello wrestling a lot for someone who talks so much about spilling blood, but I don't blame him. Yeah, no, this is what everybody expected out of Sabatello, I think. And Stots back up. Looking for the guillotine. Big knee. He's got just seconds to work. Or I think he loses this fight. Good right hand there from Sabatello. Oh, good left hook from Danny. Right hand from Stots. And a good right hook backing up for Danny. Wow. $49-46. Danny Sabatello. Hearns 48-47. Sabatello won. Could be 49-46. I don't know. Or it was just 48-47 Stots. There's a lot of close rounds here. You just do not want to spend so much time with somebody on top of you. It looks so bad to the judges. I know they are starting to focus more on damage. I feel a split decision coming on. There's no comment. Total strikes more than double for Stots. Yeah, 90 to 43. Takedowns 4 out of 19 for Danny. Ground control 10 minutes 11 seconds for Danny. 43 seconds for Rafael. That was a 0 action fight. This is when I would love having the judges mic'd up or an Elon Musk microchip in their head so we can hear what they're thinking. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that microchip freaks me out. Screw that. All right, and these judges taking a second to tabulate here. Like I said, a lot of close rounds. Hey, Jim, no wonder Bellator is a subpar promotion. Demolition Man really coming to a reality pretty soon. Yeah, it sure seems like it, Hermit. It's gonna be interesting times for sure. All right, here comes the official decision. All right, see you tomorrow, Jim. Thanks for popping in, brother. Scores the fight 50 to 45. He sees it for Sabatello. Wow, 50-45 Sabatello. Scores it 48 to 47. He sees the fight. Clone's got it 48-47 Stots. And final judge at K-side, Brian Miner, scores it 48-47. 48-47. Split decision. Advancing to the finals of the $1 million Bantamweight World Grand Prix, and still wow. Rafael Stots gets it. Sabatello is irate. Wow, and I mean, Doug Crosby way off from the other judges with the 50-45. I had a 49-46 though, but I had mentioned a lot of close rounds. And Sabatello is not happy. Those Stots energy, I swear. Run, Danny, run, poor sport. Yep, you got it, Robert. You want to sign up for Showtime when the Christmas season is over? All right, Phil. Eddie says boo. All right, Rafael Stots will now face Patchy Mix. We know that'll be an entertaining fight. I got Patchy Mix in that one. I did pick Stots eventually. I did not expect it the fight quite to be like that, but I will see you guys tomorrow for UFC 282 and for Teofimo Lopez's return to the ring. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.